The 5:01 on August 6th, 2024. This is the meeting of the Eldridge Electric and Water Utility Board. Call to order. Roll call.
Gerald,
Here.
Peterson, here, Hamilton,
Here.
and Patovich and Grizzly are absent.
All right, thank you, Sadie. I can, option number 2, I can guess the public comment. Audience of none. Okay, none. Item number 3, approval of the agenda from last time, for tonight, I mean. Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion.
Second. And a voice vote? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, item number 4, for the utility board meetings from July 23rd, 2024. Have a motion? A motion.
Second.
Okay, you guys are into the
Yeah.
voice vote?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. All right. Who's the first? Item number 5, financial. Consideration to approve the bills payable. Look those over. Here. I looked them over. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, all good with everything?
Mm-hmm. I don't think there was anything.
Jumped out at you?
Mm-mm. I'll approve.
Okay, motion to approve. Second? Aye. Voice vote?
Aye.
Aye. Aye. Passes? Okay. And 5B, discussion and consideration on investing a portion of utility funds in T-bills. What I did, I went to see the bank yesterday with Barry. Did all the investing for Central. He gave me some paperwork to fill out. Basically how it works, we just have to send them out. We want to roll every week or 4 weeks or 8 weeks, what we want to do. And then he will do that for us. Money will come out, go back into the account when it's done. And then what they do, they take out, if you say invest $100,000, they take out, $990,000 some dollars, whatever, and then you pay it full back. How it works. So that they keep it for a period. And then what he will do after it comes due, he will, I get Jeff's name and all paperwork, mine and Mark's. And then he will send an email to sign, authorize it to go again for the next period if we want to do it. So it's a pretty simple process. And if we don't want it, we want to just let it stay in the account, we just say no that week. So
Yeah.
we can put small amounts on every week, which is out of circulation for 4 weeks.
A 4-week minimum.
Yeah, 4 weeks
Okay.
is small, so you do 4, 8, 13, 26, whatever you do, but I figure 4 weeks, like minuscule difference in percentage, it's all over 5% right now. Yeah, so
Versus what it's in there in the account right now, 0.5%.
1.75.
Yeah.
So the money market account, it is earning something, but we can double it, do more. So depending on what we want to use, put in there. So you guys good with that? I'll get the paperwork filled out and send you them. We just got basic, but I gotta get Mark's email address with it and let her know how it's gonna work. There you go. Just tell me amount.
Then do we have to meet and just agree again, once we fill out the paperwork, get everything, just come up with and have another meeting to agree a set amount?
Yeah, we can discuss at the next meeting.
Okay.
What amount we want to start. They just gotta get paper fill out, they get in their system.
Okay,
And start.
and then go from there.
Next
Okay.
meeting, we can discuss them also do.
Yeah. Because it would be interesting to see, like, if we're gonna have major capital improvements in the event that we don't get that loan, the interest-free loan or something that,
Yeah,
grant money.
it's only out for 4 weeks, but bills don't really roll that fast.
Yeah,
It could all be back in the account.
in the event that we needed it. So, okay, yeah,
And it's all fully insured, we said, no risk to it, so.
perfect.
We did meet with our financial auditors this week, because they're getting ready to do their site visit, so I ran this by them just to, get some information for you guys on if there was anything to be aware of. And they said that with the rates, it's not terribly uncommon to do some short-term investments with those. But just that for your awareness, to record them at market value to be shown on the books. So it will show as a loss when you record them on the books initially, until that period is over and you
Okay.
take that money out. So
Yeah.
that would be the proper accounting method. They just wanted to ensure that, but otherwise they said it's pretty common.
And he said he does have other towns that are doing this,
Okay,
so,
so it's not uncommon.
No.
Okay,
all right. Motion to proceed,
Motion.
second?
voice vote,
Aye.
aye. Motion passes. Okay, I think Rachel is gonna update us on C. I did look at the update on Dixon, Bradshaw, Fowler, and records request. We did get the records in last Monday, and I picked them up on Tuesday. I did go through them. Rachel had them currently, and she was gonna do some more. Have we get a chance to look at them yet?
I did not. We didn't connect and stuff, but I know that she was working on putting it in a little bit more of a timeline and stuff and doing some things. So that way it was, easier to keep track and stuff. And that way we can keep them here on file and for Freedom of Information Act later if anybody needs them
Yep.
for any reason. And, I haven't had a chance. Yeah, haven't even looked at it yet.
Okay,
And I don't think Michael has either.
no,
So, yeah, so maybe next meeting.
yeah, okay, good.
Yeah.
That's all right on those. All right, 5D, consideration to continue leasing or to approve purchase of an ice machine with city shop.
So the last time, we brought this item forward, I think there were just a few remaining questions. One being what the scheduled maintenance was, and, Rachel had asked a question specifically about the filter. So they do one annual scheduled maintenance, and then they respond to calls for service, which average about 3 to 4 a year. And so they change the filter on the annual maintenance visit, but then they also change it as needed when they're called up for those service calls. A lot of times they're coming out and doing a cleaning to get the water, to flow better. So, at certain times, yeah. Well, yeah,
Heated water.
pretty much, yeah. So, so they are doing regular maintenance.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I would like, my opinion, I would like to discontinue the lease on this one. Updated or something, good. This one is what, 10 years old, I believe.
Yeah.
At least.
Can we get a new?
We got a new one in 2016.
Okay.
So I think they started it in 2013, 2014.
Yeah, the lease is up in December. So it is, and
So are you
Yeah.
talking about purchasing our own,
we could,
leasing
I
another?
mean, the biggest thing with the lease is the maintenance. So I don't know what the service call or break is. We have, well, my brother has 2 of them at the subway, because they really take care of it. Once you just got to change the filters to help them, like say, clean them out, that's the biggest thing. And they use a ton of ice at the subway every day.
Mhm.
So he never had an issue with them, so it's very fun. So I just wanted to keep that. It jumped out at me because it was basically paid $15,000 for this ice machine over 10 years. And updated in 2016 with the release of. That's how we could do better with the money being spent on ice, even when I went as far as to check, get ice right next door, 20-pound bag every day, and it's still cheaper, but 20-pound bag every day than what we pay for the machine. Yeah. Is there a freezer at the shop too? Put stuff in? What's usually, yeah,
Yeah, I haven't looked at it since I've been back, so I couldn't tell you.
It'd be scary.
Today. I couldn't tell you what's in there right now.
I mean,
That might be scary.
Yeah, it's a stand-up freezer right next to the ice machine.
oh,
Okay.
so I didn't know that was something good. The bags of ice are, 10 yards from the door, right? And at the city shop, they're $4 for a 20-pound bag. They go through that, especially in the winter. They won't use that much ice, I didn't think, so.
I think sometimes like when there's stuff out of Sheridan Meadows and then when the city puts events on, I think the ice machine gets used quite a bit. So I mean, it might be once a month or like we actually we let the ice recycle because we empty the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
It does get its use.
Yeah, I did just don't buying bags of ice that day, 10 bags is 200 pounds, yeah, so. Yeah, but I'm just trying to put numbers on it.
Cause I mean, I don't know, Tony or Brian would have a better idea of
Yeah,
just because they're the ones that are scheduling.
Right.
And kind of figuring those things out. So,
um,
yeah.
Okay. Any other thoughts on
Well, because what were the quotes on those? That was a couple meetings ago.
it? Yeah, it was,
It's like $4,500-ish.
yeah, it was like 3,000 and 5,000 for, how big, we got a 400 pound.
Yeah.
4,500 to 5,500 plus whatever costs for service calls that
Did they ever give us a breakdown of what a service call actually? costs?
they don't track them on amount because it's a lease, so they weren't able to, we asked them, but they just didn't track that information. I think the biggest concern from just talking to the public works employees would be that their shop is dirty, obviously, so it's good, and
The filter needs to be changed. on a
it needs to be cleaned, and so when they come in on those service calls, they clean it
Mhm.
completely out. So there would always have to be someone that would be able to do that. And then keeping it stocked on the hot days if they, you're considering bagged ice and they come in on a
Yeah.
105-degree day when they're working on the elements and there's no
Yeah.
ice for their water.
Yeah, I made the tough call. I just put it-
Is there any room for like negotiating with the company now for like a different size or like price? Or like, have we looked at other vending companies,
I
Or
don't know.
a different price quote on?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You
get the
think?
three different companies.
But that was just for purchasing, but that wasn't
They-
for,
they
like,
were-
if we released.
Those released, yeah, and lease prices, I think.
Those were purchase prices.
Oh, purchase prices.
Yeah,
Okay.
those were manufacturer prices to be able, we went to Webster store, which was, that's where our community center has purchased theirs from, for the same machine that we have. And then, just a manufacturer site that we pulled a price from.
They have their own lease up there and they have the same company.
We didn't see lease options on the site. I don't know if that's, something you'd have to call and.
I mean, for the community center, how do they handle?
Oh, no, they purchased theirs and they've got, they cleaned theirs out, but they have had some issues with theirs. Having to clean it frequently because it gels up.
Mhm.
We don't have that option at the shop, and I don't know if that's a difference in what product is used by the people coming out and servicing it.
Yeah.
But I know the community center, when we ask them about theirs, they have to use a special cleaning product and do it at least once a month, if not twice, to keep it from gelling up the lines.
Oh, yeah.
That seems not productive. Can we look at getting different leasing quotes maybe from, instead of purchasing, just to compare, maybe put this on the back burner and then
Yeah.
let's see if
Lease
there's a,
until December.
yeah, leases enough till December. Let's see if there's other places to lease from other than where we currently are and see what they would offer us.
We just have to give them 30 days notice to
Yeah.
cancel current lease and
So we've got,
And also, somehow probably communicating with the council, because it's paid half and half by city utility.
yeah,
okay, well, we will motion to table that for further discussion. Item B.
motion to table.
Second. All right, voice vote.
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Item 5E, discussion on charging an admin fee on utility bills for covering postage to mail statement. I know it's just this month it went up to almost $1,100 for bills. Postage went up again, so can the system handle that differentiating? Do we find it with just the charge on postcards? Do we find it?
And that I don't know. I'll have to talk to Tyler to see if there is an easy way to do that. I know we have reports full, like who gets mailing for bill and then emailing,
Yeah, and
as
then,
far as just tapping into that.
and we currently some of the girls are calling clients to get both the postcard and the email statement. Any luck in?
Nisha was sending out emails. I don't know if they've started calling yet, but they were sending out emails to everybody that
Right.
We have accounts for to see if they were willing to discontinue the mailing portion. I don't know what type of response we got. I think that just started last week, maybe.
Yeah, but talking about it, they're starting to do that. That's something I would, keep pursuing, I guess, until we get some traction on that. But postage keeps going up and it's just, with technology, it's easy just to email the same, amount to our customers and they can just pay from there.
So aside from finding out if our system is able to add it to just the postcards, is there additional information you guys are looking for?
No, that's the biggest step. If we can get the system, if the system can't do it, then we're kind of stuck anyway. So. They don't want to manually have to go to every bill and add it.
Right, that's kind of what we were
Yeah,
hoping that would be the case.
No, I know.
that'd be a little. Thing.
Yeah, because somewhere in the system it tells to not print it. So there's gotta be a trigger there somewhere.
Right.
So, okay. Moving on to item 6, electrical department. A, outages.
I just got a call, I believe it was Sunday the 28th, around 1:45.
Like 30-second blip.
Yep, so just call it a little blink or a blip, because I've heard, people describe it to me, well, it was 30 seconds or like a minute or
Yeah.
something, so, but Mid-American dumped us just for a second.
Okay.
I can't tell you what they were doing or what happened, but, it's not, it's happened before. I know.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
If they're lying.
If they're doing switching or something, it might just like a 30-second just blink or something like that or however, so.
Anyway, sometimes trip over forward.
Yep.
Not the recent one was TV.
Okay.
Within 2,937 customers would have been affected, but, yep.
And then, talk to you, Tom, but any other department updates?
I got the last of the rejected poles replaced yesterday,
Okay.
and, we're starting another one today, and, that'll be done this week, so.
Yeah.
Yep,
Good for another, 40 years they said they got in the ground?
longer than that.
Yeah.
But then, yep.
Okay. Cool.
Well, Colin, thank you for letting Craig and I snoop around your shed.
Yep.
Meet your crew,
Yeah.
meet your crew and
Mhm.
see how everything was going. You
Yeah.
did a nice job.
Yep.
And getting us updated and where you're at. Thank you.
Okay. On to, the other chair, water test results.
Yeah, we actually got everything back today, back teas all passed. We also got, our fluoride was, nominal, so it's right in that like the 6 to 7 range where we're permitted. So that passed. Our nitrates and nitrites passed. And then our ammonia, there's no threshold for ammonia, so it's not really like, they're just kind of giving us a level what's in our system. So we came back and there's 1.6 milligrams of ammonia.
For 1,000 gallons or something.
Per, yeah, so it's 1.6 milligrams per liter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so but talking to ISG, there's no parameters for that, so
No.
whatever it is what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, otherwise everything passed.
Cool. Good job.
I can email this up to you tomorrow too. We have them.
Okay. Yeah.
So you got them today.
Okay. So on the item 7B, discussion and consideration to approve the FY estimate for the repairs and reinstallation of well number 2. Like their presentation, do a nice job with the pictures and telling you what's wrong. Convincing you that it needs repair.
It looks pretty bad.
This one, yeah, and it's been how long since it was rebuilt?
So I want to say in 2019 when I first started, they had an old well too, but I think they just replaced the casing.
Okay.
So I don't think they actually did like a full pump repair. I think at one point in time they did pull it and then so the filter cage at the bottom had been crushed.
Yeah.
So I think that been replaced at 1.2. So
Okay.
like a full replacement probably hasn't happened. So well two definitely and some TLC.
Yeah. So we're talking about that. If it's one, what do you think? I know.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find where it used to be.
I'll probably go back in time. So I think it needs repair just based on the pictures there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
So we have a motion for repair and installation of well 2.
all motion.
Second. All right. We spoke. Aye.
Hi.
Motion passes. And Item 7C, consideration to approve the estimate from Peterson Plumbing for the repair of well number. This is for the backflow preventer.
Yeah, so it's on the prelude, talking to Brock, I trust Brock. He does 700 RPZ tests a year, and he said that particular model is one that he sees that constantly fails.
Mhm.
So obviously the three options that were laid out, I get kind of you guys my thoughts on.
Mhm.
Obviously replacing with a model that's there doesn't make sense.
Right.
The repair, he said repairing those models obviously it's annoying for him, so I'm assuming it'd be in the future annoying for us. So,
How big a valve is that?
it's like your typical house RPZ, it's probably this long.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like a substantially large one.
Oh, okay.
It's not like I know wastewater had one that failed and there's gonna be $12,000 to replace that one. So it's not like that, but
Right, okay.
So what did the bid come in
there's $1,700 for a newer, better model.
at? Yeah, sure.
The 1,334,
Needs to be on there. And
Yeah, it controls the prelude that goes to,
Yep.
while the turbine's spinning, it's supplying that water in there, so it has the potential to suck in well water and go back.
Yeah.
If it's not.
so it makes it safe and
Motion to approve.
Motion approved.
I'll second it. Voice vote.
Aye.
Aye.
and all abstain.
Abby abstains from voting. Motion passes 2 votes. Majority. Okay. Item 7D, consider discussion and potential action to purchase a new mower. The new John Deere mower, to replace the other one they currently use. All the grass out there.
And we checked that out.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Even run race.
Lawnmower races.
No, yeah, the hustler we currently have, never found a date on it, so I don't know how old. I'm assuming it's over 10 years old, but in that 10 years or better, the motor's been replaced 3 times. And we're currently experiencing difficulties with that motor again, having to put oil on it
Yeah.
every other week. So, I just look at it as why keep dumping money into something that's been dysfunctional since we've had it.
It's the only thing, there was no allowance for trade on the other one. We want to look into that.
I can call P&K and look into a trade. And,
Okay.
I mean, anything. we
You don't
can-
keep it for anything
Unless the parks or streets wanted to take it back. Because I think we originally had purchased it from parks.
good. Okay.
So unless they want it back, then I would say we haven't traded it in.
Or can we sell it? And then just let somebody purchase it outright and, do like a city or like, however, and
That's allowed.
if they rebuild an engine on it, that's somebody's new project.
Yep, so there's a website that municipalities can use to put, equipment out there, surplus equipment, or we can list it, or set it out and get a couple of sealed bids, get a date and then take that bid. We can do an ask and price. I think there's different options we can do.
Yeah. Just,
And he could get a P&K, get a.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. Or
I'll still.
Yeah.
See P&K.
see what they give us.
But
Might be easier.
get something more. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. 'Cause that wasn't on the quote, was it?
no,
I didn't see it.
at the time, I didn't even think about the trade in. I thought it would just be, I originally I thought that we would probably warehouse it and then somebody needed a spare mower, then we have the spare mower.
Mhm.
But it takes up space, so
Right.
we get rid of it. I think we should get rid of it.
Did you, are you, you're gonna look into the panels of it, to pull them or look behind them? The water tank?
We can.
Okay, yeah, that's all I just look, I just don't do that. We were out there
Just to look at
yesterday,
Yeah.
the cat cable in that room back there and where by the chlorine, or chlorine eating the copper really bad. You can see it in there. So I just, everything, the copper's hidden behind and some panels in there, so I just, Keegan doesn't feel comfortable with it. They just pull the panels off just to get a visual on there. I mean, we'd have to hire an electrician if there's any damage or corrosion going on there. But just something proactive, we don't want power loss and find all of a sudden you got wires that are eating away to nothing by the chlorine. So,
Yep. Yeah, I think they've talked about it a few times, options to be able to protect that a little bit better too, because of that corrosion and everything.
yeah.
So,
And I did talk to Jeff earlier about, we're trying to bring the fiber into the front office, get it out of the back room too, and just have the mold up there. So, get
So
it,
is there 5 minutes run to the water plant?
know when they get it.
Okay.
But they recite the building.
Yeah. We, obviously, there's nothing in the plant that really requires an internet connection, so
Yeah.
having a modem out there doesn't really make sense. So,
No, and
Yeah.
just, but also the new cameras coming, and phone system, that all should be out of that room. So,
Yeah. And the security guys that had been there when I was there, I had asked about, because those smoke alarms, so smoke and heat alarms there get eaten by that environment as well.
Mhm.
So sometimes we'll get smoke and heat alarms from SCADA,
Yeah,
but it's just due to corrosion.
right.
So I had asked about the durability of the cameras that are going in, and
Mhm.
they promised that the cameras are putting in would stay in that environment. So I don't know if that's something where
How
we
long,
need to be a little bit more
how long a warranty they have on those cameras?
right. So rather than them saying like, yeah, they'll last forever, and then
We-
2 years in, the cameras are fuzzy and they can't even see what's going on.
Right.
Yeah.
So, to get some writing on it.
Right.
So I motion we table and 70 until we get a okay, value on the implement or before we purchase one. That's second. Okay, table that. So we get, some more information on what the old one might be worth. And then, department update, and
Yeah, so last Thursday, we had a meeting with ISG. In the past, we used to do something called a free chlorine burn. So we would introduce a larger quantity of chlorine that would get us to a free level rather than being free chlorines.
Mhm.
That gets rid of our nitrates and nitrites within the system.
okay,
They have to adhere to something. So essentially over time, there's a slime that gets built up along the wall of our distribution system.
Mhm.
So the free chlorine goes in there and actually cleans that off. I guess the way that they described it to me was it's like peeling an onion. So flushing while we're introducing free chlorine is how you peel that onion, and you keep pushing the free chlorine further out of the system. Talking to them about our dosing in the past, I don't think we were doing that enough job for flushing and dosing. Like, I think they're like right at the threshold. So talking to them, our duration of flushing used to be about a month. We would try to get through as fast as humanly possible because we didn't want to have a great water loss.
Yeah.
So talking to ISG, it sounds like we're actually gonna have to expand that duration to 3 months of flushing because running free chlorine, you have to run it far enough out that you're getting at least 0.3 milligrams per liter
okay,
through our testing. So at the time, we were not doing that.
okay.
We were just making sure that we were getting a reading
Mhm.
and not actual disinfection.
Okay.
So the water loss typically during a flushing cycle, we would use about 1 million to 1.3 million gallons during a regular flushing cycle. So now we're probably gonna jump up into that 5 million.
Talking the fire hydrants.
Yeah.
Okay.
On top of that, when we introduce free chlorine, we go through chlorine gas like crazy.
Oh,
Yeah,
So the expenditure of chlorine gas.
that's the same chlorine, you just put more of it or something.
Yes.
Okay,
So the expenditure of chlorine for 3 months has been much greater than it has been in the past. We did not do free chlorine burn in 2023. That was one of the first things I asked Bryson if they had done that. Well, I was going, but they did not do it. I think previous administration thought that it was a waste of money and time. There is a purpose for it. Then the public notification for that will have to be a little bit more detailed than it used to be in the past.
but it's something the public has to be aware of it.
Yes, because of people that have dechlorination treatment, and then I guess fish tanks are a big one too.
Oh, man, I used to have salt water tank in.
Yeah, so
I had to get water, they just sit for a couple weeks before it gets put in.
so the increase of chlorine can kill fish
Yeah.
if they're not treating the water properly.
Right,
So, I asked about taste and odor concerns. there's a certain threshold, so when you hit 20 milligrams per liter of dosing, that's kind of when you get taste and odor concerns, but we would be dosing 15 milligrams per liter. So
Kind of like pool water, we get the, we're talking smell from that.
probably just shot of that.
Okay,
But I think the consumers immediately outside of the treatment plant would be the only ones kind of
oh,
getting affected by that. As we get further out, it dissipates enough that it's undetectable.
Okay.
So, yeah, pre-chlorine, most likely we're gonna start that next month. So we'll submit back teas and do fluoride, and then the week after we do back teas and fluoride, we'll start that pre-chlorine. So in another month, we'll get that going, and then hopefully we can be done flushing by December.
okay,
So, yeah, just, it's gonna be a larger water expenditure and then obviously more expenditure on chlorine.
but maybe be done, but.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the only big thing that I think has come up, was just that talk about SG. Other than that, everything's going good.
good.
Okay, and thank you for giving us a
Yeah.
tour through there.
No, we appreciate you guys coming up.
I don't understand very much, but
You gotta start somewhere.
At least you saw it.
looks like to me that you and Colin know what you're doing, so good.
Everybody there.
We try.
No, Rachel and I were gonna talk about going on Friday, but then things came up with me and stuff,
Okay, gotcha.
and then now she's sick, so.
Go cop everybody's water supply.
Yeah, yeah, so I'm gonna check back with her and stuff, and then I'm out of town for next week, so
Okay,
we'll try to figure out maybe later this week or something, I'll get a hold of you.
We're always up there.
Yeah. So hopefully she'll be better, but usually Friday afternoons work best for her, so.
Yeah.
But I'll send you a message.
yeah, of course. Okay, sounds good. And item 8, I guess administrative, I guess, with that.
The auditors, were here this week. They're going to do their site visit on Thursday. They may come back for additional days. I don't know. Used to take them in the past, but, they're gonna start this week and see how far they can get. There are a couple of financial reports that I provided to you. Those are from city clerk. The numbers on those reports, one of them is a budget to actual, that shows as of June 30th, where those numbers ended up. The other one is just a regular treasurer report, and those numbers might change when the auditors make the fiscal year adjustments that they have to make every year to, balance everything.
Okay.
Other than that, the Verizon proposal was provided to you. That was, Verizon reached out again and wanted to communicate their desire for negotiating and why they wanted to do it ahead of time. I did let them know that the engineer had already looked at it and we were not interested in negotiating right now, but that I would pass this information along. If you had communications back to him, we would let him know. And then the soil conditioner, the, estimate that I provided to you, that was a pre-budgeted piece of equipment. The, quote that was obtained during budget time that was approved, the number is the same. So I believe the, water department is ready to proceed with that purchase.
Little extra information is, so we have like a tiller that'll go on the back of the Kubota, but this is like more like it's like a fine polarizer that would go onto a skid loader. So we have a little bit more traction when we're working in ditches. So it's definitely gonna be something that can get used citywide, and it'll make the ditches come out nicer rather than being a muddy pit for a long time because there's so much flooding.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was the trencher, sorry.
There was a trencher budgeted in there.
Okay, yeah, that was-
Sometime.
okay, my bad. Okay, anything else? No? Oh, I had a question, so we're talking to Jeff earlier about getting quotes for cameras and stuff, and that was for the city, for the shop, and for here and everywhere.
Yep, we've got, we're waiting on the third proposal to come in,
Okay.
for the cameras, but it should be on the next, agenda for both council and utility, hopefully. If
Yeah.
not, definitely the first, meeting of September, but we should have that proposal in and ready to go. For the fiber, I don't know if we'll have that quite ready yet, but it will be shortly after, because it's gonna have to be in conjunction with that security camera project, because we're gonna need to have the fiber to be able to run those.
Right, yeah, and when Central's gotta get done, get them all through town and stuff, or go as fast as they can, it looks like, so. Alrighty. We have a motion for adjournment,
Motion to adjourn.
second,
Second,
voice vote,
hi.
aye.
Aye.
Meeting over at 5:37, 6/2024. Thanks, everyone. Yes,
You